has a daddy for that. He does. And you would be surprised what he's not learning. He knows how to throw a football. Let's give him a round of applause for that. He knows how to throw it, okay? That's really good. But everything else, how to be a gentleman, how his manners, how he treats women, there's nothing. There's nothing.
Hey y'all, it's Destiny, and of course Live Life did another live, but she wants us to believe that she's going to actually tell us the truth about Kailani's father, Joey. This woman has got on this internet and lied about this man for so many years, but I guess now she thinks it's time to tell the truth. My question is, how do we even know what she's saying now is the truth? So we all know that AJ's father is Zolo, and supposedly Kailani's father is Joey, a man that doesn't even come see her. But in this live stream, Liv did say that Kailani's father, they might be getting back together, and he actually might move to Texas with her. Liv mentioned that she does need help with AJ. He needs a man in that house. But my only question is, why are you not talking about how terrible a father Zolo is since he's not helping you? Does anybody find it funny that she can talk about how terrible Gerard is, but Zolo, she would never say anything negative about him? She just says, I just need a man to help me with AJ. Doesn't he have a father who's a man? So if you're ready to get into this live stream, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you are new, and don't forget to hit that post notification bell so you are notified every single time I post.
No, wait, I'm tripping. I'm fast forwarding so much. No, I'm not going to tell you when and how we met. I'm not going to say that. But I will say that when I came back to Florida, I had already known him. Okay, not like we were like super well, like we were together before. No. But I had already known him from before. I'm not gonna say when, but from before. And when I came back to Florida and I had AJ, remember guys, before I moved into that little small apartment, we reconnected, okay? So, why? Why you mess up the baby? So like, okay, so we reconnected. And things were off and going. I'll say this, I met him when I was pregnant. Okay, I met him when I was pregnant. Obviously, we were just friends. Nothing happened, obviously. And then after I had AJ and I moved to Texas, we were still cool, we were still talking, we were still connected. And then, whatever, when I came back to Florida, it was on and popping, okay?
Does anybody find it funny that she actually said, I was pregnant with AJ and we didn't do anything, we were just friends? I mean, obviously I didn't do anything. Liv, Gerard told us that while you were pregnant with Christian, you were out there with your Mexican ex getting thrax in your throat.
When you was texting Catherine in California, you was like, how you your ex? You thought you was pregnant by him, but Christian was my baby. Oh, when you called thrax in your throat for messing with your Mexican ex, when I was working at Home Depot, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Nigga, you pregnant with Christian. Remember you was pregnant with Christian? How you was sucking that man and you caught that thrax in your throat?
So it's really not that obvious that you didn't do anything with another man while you were pregnant by another man.
Because whatever, I liked him and he liked me. Anyway, so we were gonna give it a try. You know, I was still the same thing I think of him right now. You sound guilty of something. I'm just like, you have to understand with Joey. What is that? Don't give that to Kailani. Give it to mommy now, or I'm gonna take that lollipop. Give me the lollipop since you want to throw stuff. No. Give it. No. Then pick that up and give it. I'm grown. Let me $5 Dukes. I'm not $5 Dukes. Where was that? I forgot where I was before that stupid popped up. Boy, you better calm down. Take your time. Getting all frustrated and shit's naive. Okay, so I came back to Florida, and then like, okay, so like it was the same thing. Like I already know Joey's fine as hell. He's gonna be a player. I don't think he's gonna take me serious because, girl, this is when I was still like insecure about myself.
So she just said that she knows Joey is a player. Okay, so you're mad at Gerard because he cheated on you continuously, right? But you then get with a man you know is a player and you have a child with him. And even though Joey is a player, you still hold him above the man that's actually in his children's lives.
All this shit, like, girl, I was just, so I was just like already giving him a hard time. He was like, but Olivia, I want to be with you. I was like, no, you don't want to fuck with me like that. Anyway, it was a lot of back and forth with him and I. Oh my God, there was so much back and forth. Then we were gonna move in together. Well, no. Finally, we found out that I was pregnant. Okay, with Kailani, with Miss Juicy over there. And right away, I'm like, I'm gonna keep it. Shit, that's my baby. I'm not getting. He was so happy. He was so happy. Oh my god, he was so cute. And then we were gonna move in together. And then, but at the same time, I was like still like super fucked up about my kids. I was like, but I want to go back to my kids. And he was like having some problems with his oldest, not his oldest daughter, his second to oldest daughter in New York. So literally, like, before I came, no, that's not even true. Before I moved into that apartment, he gave me the money to move into that apartment.
Does anybody else think this story is very confusing? It just seems all over the place.
And he had to go back to New York. And then he had to stay in New York. Why he had to stay in New York? It's a business, but he had to stay in New York. So it just ended up that way. That's the way it was. There was nothing for me to do about it. And honestly, after that, I was like, okay, F you. I was mad, and I was like, F him. Even though he was like calling every day, he was calling me, I was still like, no, F you. Like, I'm so sure you're not here. And then, I don't know, I kind of like carried that with me all the way up until I had the baby, like this chip on my shoulder, like knowing that, Liv, it's your fault. You chose to have this baby. It's your fault, girl. But I was still like mad at him about it because we had these plans. And whatever, it didn't fall through. And he even wanted to come to Kaimani's birth. And I think out of everything, I regret that. If I regret anything, I regret not letting him come to the birth. I was mad at him.
I don't think he could come to the birth. I mean, Liv said he had to stay in New York for some reason she doesn't want to tell us. I think he was in jail or something.
Girl, so young. I deserve so much better. I have so much better. I have me. Oh my god. Yeah. So that's the thing. I'm not saying that I couldn't have a man, and I'm not saying that he's not faithful. We're not talking about faithfulness, because him and I have never had a problem with faithful. We never got there yet. We didn't get there. Or when we were together, that short amount of time we were together, we didn't run into that problem. That was not one of our problems. The reason why I think he wouldn't be faithful is because he's a Sagittarius. Men in general like to roam, let alone a Sagittarius. But the thing about it is, I don't care. I don't give a shit. If a man's gonna be in my life, he's gonna respect me. Number one. Did you just fart? Ew, she just farted while he was walking away. Yeah, he's coughing now. If a man's gonna be with me, number one, he's gonna respect me. Period. Off the dome, he gonna respect me.
So yes, any man that might want to be with Liv, just know you're gonna have to respect her. I mean, she's definitely not going to respect you. But if you don't respect her, then she'll probably cheat on you with somebody else.
Okay. Number two, he's gonna value me. So he's not gonna wanna cheat. You know what I mean? But if he does, in the event that if he does, I'm gonna evaluate the situation and I'm gonna see if him and I have a partnership that I value and I wanna keep him around, then it's worth keeping him around. If not, if he's not worth it, if he's more of a loss than a gain in my situation, then he's fucking gone. This is all analytical, bitch. We're not thinking with our feelings. The feeling shit is gone. Not saying that I can't fall in love with somebody and I can't like have a great love with somebody, but I feel like a great love, anything in a relationship has to be agreed upon. We have to agree upon having a great love together. It can't just be, and like I said, I have me. So I'm not worried about a man. Like, can you imagine? I'm not worried about a man. Even if I were to be in a relationship, I'm not fucking worried about him. Yes, he's gonna be a part of my schedule, my routine, my daily life, but like, he will never be more important than me.
Nobody is more important than Liv. In her mind. Not even her children, obviously.
Bitch! What? Girl, what? I don't give a fuck. He's not more important than me. But I will love him and I will care for him. I will, I want a partnership. That's what I want. I want somebody I can lean on, somebody we can travel the world, somebody that we can love and respect and value each other. That's what I want. It's not hard. I'm not looking for the greatest love of all. I'm not looking for a perfect man. But if you are going to be here, you're going to benefit me. Financially, you're going to benefit me and mine before anything. Okay? And he's always done that. So I have to give that to him. I have to give that little piece to him because he's always done that. So, of course, moving forward, I know he will continue to do that. So, everything else, like how we're going to get along. AJ! Yes! How we're going to get along.
So Liv wants us to believe that this man is going to Texas to move to be with Liv and be a family together. And of course, all she cares about is money. She needs that money right now. Clearly, the child support amount is just getting higher and higher.
Our compatibility, we're compatible. Yeah, we're compatible. We have fun together. I know that. I've been around him long enough to know that. And now that I've lost weight, and now that I'm more comfortable with myself, now that I want to put it on, beach, like, he's a man that likes to dress up, okay, girl? So, like, I now love to dress up. So, like, we can explore that together, and we can do things together. Like, there's a lot of shit that we can do together now. He, like Cynthia said, Sagittarius man love to go outside, beach, okay? And he's like that. He always wants to be outside. He always wants to, not always. He's actually getting older, so he's different a little bit.
And he couldn't be mad anymore. Girl, just get you an old man. I don't know what else to tell you guys. Make sure he's like at least, you know, a good amount of good. Hey, Carol. Oh, my beautiful mods right here. Make sure he's a good Look, I could tell you guys some things, okay? But like I said, I don't want to get into my business. But just make sure he's, you know, there's a good age gap, and he gonna treat you like you know, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So anyway, she said sprinkle, sprinkle.
But when I met him, bitch, he was like Mr. Outside, okay? Like, he likes to put on his dressy shoes. He's so cute. He be having photo shoots, okay? That's how cute he is. Red flag alert. Why? Because he likes to dress up? He likes to dress up. I think it's cute. He's like a pretty boy, but like for real. Girl, he gets his nail.
I'm sorry, is anybody actually believing this? There is no man. He's Casper. I don't know if y'all saw on Liv's last live, but she said that Gerard told her.
He looked at me. I didn't say to him about his looks. Because I don't care what you look like, sir. I don't care. It's none of my business. He looked at me and said, what's wrong with you? You look sick. Or he said something like that. You look sick. Take that wig off. You look sick. Or something like that. And I'm like, excuse me? I look sick? I'm not telling you to hop on the treadmill. Are you kidding me? But I did after he said I look sick.
Now all of a sudden, here comes Casper in the picture again, when we haven't heard about him in months. Now this imaginary man just wants to be with her, and he loves her, and he's coming to move in with her and her children, right?
I probably should have said that, because maybe he wouldn't want y'all to know that. But he does it, so he owns everything he does. This man gets his nails done, okay? He gets his nails done. But it's okay. He's very hygienic. Like, he takes care of himself. He's that type of dude. Okay. It sounds like you want a sugar daddy. No. That's not a bad thing, girl. No, I don't think it's a bad thing. He can get his nails done. But yeah. So anyway, we'll see. We have a date. We have a time. We agreed on a date today. I haven't talked to my mom about this or my sister, and I usually run everything by my mom and my sister because they're like. I told my sister before, you guys ever watch Friends? Remember when Rachel told Monica, I make horrible decisions, you're gonna make all my decisions from now on? Yeah, I told my sister that. So I'm gonna call my sister and I'm gonna have her make my decision for me, and I'm gonna see what she thinks.
So in other words, when Liv's sister tells her not to do this, we won't see him. Not like we can see him anyway, he's Casper, he's invisible.
We're gonna go from there, okay? Did you give the baby something?
I owed it.
You know, a cough is when their body's fighting something off, so. She went to the doctor yesterday.
There's nothing to eat. There's nothing to eat.
There's nothing to eat. Leave my keys alone. How do they even get over here? Stay away from my stuff, AJ.
No.
No. I can't wait. Like, honestly, that is such a benefit if Joey does. Give her headphones. Give them to me. You can't use them anymore. That's it. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. I love these damn headphones. You're gonna break them.
Okay.
That's one benefit, I swear. Like,
Okay.
if he comes, he can just be the authority in this house when it comes to AJ. Because baby, he so desperately needs that.
So baby Zolo said there's nothing to eat there. I don't know if y'all heard that. And then Liv is talking about, oh, it's going to benefit me to have Joey Casper come and he can be the authority in the house. AJ needs it. What about Zolo? It's like Zolo doesn't have any responsibility when it comes to AJ. Liv doesn't care what he does. He can send her a little bit of money, I guess, and then he's the greatest father ever. Liv is telling us that she's going to have another man come into that home and help her with AJ instead of contacting his father and telling his father to help. I don't know what Zolo and Liv have going on, but it's getting very weird. And what was the point of doing a video telling everybody that Zolo Bands is AJ's father if you're not going to make him do anything?
Yeah.
So desperately. So we're gonna see if everything works out the way that we think it will. Then he should be here for Kailani's birthday and for Christmas and all of that. They're gonna wash and clean and fold their own laundry. Oh, they're gonna do it all, honey. Man, y'all should see me with Christian. I swear I have such little time with him. I have to make him into a man. Y'all looking at me like, girl, please. Girl, he has a daddy for that. He does. And you will be surprised what he's not fucking learning. He knows how to throw a football. Let's give him a round of applause for that. He knows how to throw it, okay? That's really good. But everything else, how to be a gentleman, how his manners, how he treats women.
Yes, I had to speed it past the part talking about Joey and how great he is and how he's going to be helping her with AJ and just get to what this video was really about. She made this live stream just to talk bad about Gerard and big up Joey, a man who's never met his child, and not even mention Zolo when talking about AJ. Imagine telling the man that sees his son every day, you're not teaching him anything. But a man that has never met his child, Zolo and AJ, there's no words. She doesn't even want to mention the man. My question is, what is Zolo teaching AJ? Is he teaching him how to be a man?
There's nothing. There's nothing. There's no communication. There's no teaching. There's no sitting him down. There's no nothing. And you gotta teach this shit when they're AJ's age.
Business. So you ain't got no business. What business do you got? The business of fucking niggas over. The business of arguing with random niggas in front of your kids. Yeah. Gerard, all of y'all was right. I'm packing my shit and hitting the road. And ain't never coming back to that dirty, dusty ass fat bitch house. Tuna can smelling ass bitch. Mad cause my dick won't so hard.
He's so bad. He's so bold. Oh, yeah, he's bold. He is. And I love him for that. I love him for that. Don't ever get it fucked up, you guys. I know I say my son is annoying. He gets on my motherfucking nerves. He does. And he is. But he is. I love him. I love him for who he is. I'm so happy that he's like that. I'm happy that he stands 10 toes down. He's bold. He's loud. He's in charge. But he's not going to be a fucking asshole. That's what he's not going to be. I see that he has a lot of traits of his father. But that asshole quality, he will not lack. He will not carry that. He's not going to be disrespectful. My sons are not even going to ever disrespect a woman.
Now, I wanted to put those two clips together where she's talking about Christian horribly, but then when it comes to AJ, she talks about his issues, but then says she loves him. She loves that about him. He's bold. He's loud. He's this. He's that. So AJ is great and amazing. Christian has all the issues. Am I getting this right?
And that's another thing that Christian does. Christian be cussing at his sisters. He calls them bitches, you guys. Girl!
You off. Did you fall in the grass? That little boy pushed you? Christian just came and told me your son out there fighting. You were fighting the other little boy? AJ, that's not okay. You guys, it's literally a little 2-year-old like him. He said your son out there fighting. AJ, you gotta stay in the house if you out there fighting the other baby. Who is he fighting? Who? AJ.
Oh, he's fine now. He's fine. The girl with the braids.
You were fighting a girl, AJ?
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Nah. You know, I feel like people have issues. You know, people have their own issues, their own mommy issues, their own trauma. And it seems to me like people want their kids to live with that type of trauma too. And it's not that, and it will never be that. And that's why when my kids are with me, especially Christian, why are you trying to get down, girl? You cannot walk, mama. You can't walk yet, mama. Especially Christian, I'm always trying to remind him because it's so important. Girls, see, even Kailani, look at Kailani for instance. Kailani is so independent. She sleeps by herself. She don't be crying like that. She's more emotionally strong than AJ. And AJ's almost 3 and she's 10 months.
I just have to say, I don't believe a word Liv says. The fact that she would come out here and tell everybody that Christian calls his sisters bees, I don't believe her. This woman will do anything to tear down her oldest 3 children. But she also makes sure she pushes those youngest 2 up. The fatherless children get all the praises. The ones that have a father, they're the ones that have all of the issues, in her mind.
Okay? He cries way more than she cries. Okay? But he's a male. Males need so much love. So much love. It builds up their self-esteem. It builds up their sense of value, you know? In order for a man to feel like in order for a man to be a high-value man, he has to feel like a high-value man. And I feel like the first people that are supposed to make him feel like that are his parents. It is. Anything I said today, look at you guys, you have to understand, I'm just living these things, and I know sometimes I say kind of harsh things, like I said, oh boy, doesn't have balls. I'm not trying to be mean, okay? Just understand that. It sounds mean, and it's probably maybe really mean to people, but like, I'm not meaning it mean. It's like the truth though. It's the truth, like, it's just the truth. I don't know how else to say it. Like, without going into deep detail about how he is. So I'm not trying to be mean. I want to make that clear.
Liv really did this live stream, making it seem like she was exposing Joey and who he is, and he's coming to town. But what she really wanted to talk about is Gerard, how terrible he is, how he's ruining the children's lives, how her 2 children are going to be better than those kids. That's all it is.
Okay, just let me make that clear, because I just don't want people to think like I'm trying to be mean or bash anybody. I'm not. It's just disappointing to me that, I don't know. I think the biggest lesson that I can teach my kids when they get older is be so very careful about who you have kids with, okay? Because I did it 3 times, okay? And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I messed up 3 times. Even Joey, he's a great guy, but like, but then it makes me think, well, who the fuck are we really supposed to have kids with? Like, how do we know? Like, oh, it's just such a deep, dark, loaded question. But you have to be more careful than I was, that's for sure. You know, and I'm gonna definitely teach my kids that because it's so important. Because look what I have to deal with. You have to parent with this person. You know what I mean? You have to think about this type of stuff down the line. You good? You good? You good? You good? This is her little eyebrows. You good?
See, for me, it's just the double standard is crazy here. I mean, you're talking about how terrible Gerard is doing as a father. Even if he is making mistakes, let's say he is making mistakes with his children, that will affect them. You know what's not happening? AJ meeting his father. Zolo doesn't even have the opportunity to make any mistakes and learn from it because he's not around. Liv told us that Zolo sent her an iPad and some money, so I guess he's the greatest father ever. But she's also saying that she has to get another man to help potty train AJ, and then Kailani's father is coming around to help parent AJ. I don't understand how she can be so cool with fathers that want nothing to do with their children.
Kailani's energy is so, like, amazing. You have such great energy, baby. You really do. You really do. Important. It's so important to teach our kids these things. You know? You can teach them how to throw a football. That's great. But are you teaching them how to love themselves? Are you teaching them how to be a high-value man? Are you teaching them how to fucking clean up after themselves and keep a clean house? I don't care if they're 6, 9, and 11. I don't care. They should already know this shit. They should be doing it as much as y'all big that person up. They should be on like a military schedule, like boom, 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 boom. The way people big that man up, you would think, oh my God. But it's like, it's so the opposite. Like when I say things are for optics, like, things are so for optics. It's amazing. Like,
Liv, as much as you big Zolo up, AJ should not be over there constantly telling you no. As much as you big Casper up, aka Joey, Kailani should be over there healthy, crawling, about to start walking. And as much as you big the fathers up that are not in their children's lives, baby Zolo over there shouldn't be outside fighting little girls. But yeah, I forgot, Christian is the problem. Zolo and Kailani, they're amazing children. They're going to be the best, the most wonderful children ever. And the Web3, yeah, I guess they're terrible, right?
The hair, the football. Now the grades are awesome. I'm happy that my kids are doing super good in school. That's awesome. But they're smart. They would be doing good in school if they lived with me or if they lived with him. Bitch, don't get it fucked up, okay? I'm not some parent who doesn't care. You see how fucking smart he is? Well, wait and see how fucking smart she's gonna be. Like, that's from me. That's from the jump.
AJ is about to be 3 and he's not potty trained, and Kailani is 10 months and she's not even crawling yet. The only reason AJ is smart, in my opinion, is because you let him watch educational shows all the time. Of course, he's learning from TV, not from you. And maybe Stella too. AJ is a tablet baby, and Kailani's gonna be no different. Imagine talking about spending time with your children and that's why they're smart, but you're not even spending time making sure your 10-month-old can crawl. But y'all gotta let me know what you think about the situation. Do you think Joey Casper is actually going to Texas? I just find it funny how this live was supposed to be about Joey and her exposing who he really is, but all of a sudden it's about Gerard. Can she not go one live without talking about how terrible her oldest 3 children are? First she said Robin steals from her and she wants to unalive herself. Now she's saying Christian calls his sister bees. I mean, what's next? Are you gonna target Ryan next? What's wrong with Ryan? But of course, Kailani and AJ, they're the best. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think is the difference between Kailani and AJ and the Web3? Why does Liv want to put such an emphasis on how those youngest two will be amazing? The Web3 were missing school when they were with you, remember? That's how Gerard got the kids in the first place. You didn't want to take them to school. Just let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will definitely see you in the next one.